got a new song. The coons come out at night. The coons come out at night. The coons come out. The coons come out. The coons come out at night. Somebody must have turned the lights off in Bow Wow's mansion, because the damn coon in Bow Wow came out. Now let me explain. Apparently Bow Wow posted some pictures or whatever of some place that he claimed to, I guess, buy, some house, some apartment, whatever. And basically he was outed by some blogs as just being a renter and not the actual owner of the property. So I guess he got really salty about it. And not only that, but basically the rumor on the internet was that him and Erica Mena, you know, the beautiful Latina from Love and Hip Hop New York, they basically were saying that these two have broken up. You know, they were supposed to get married back in April 2015. They're still not married in August of 2015. So, I mean, 4 months later, they're still not married. What the hell happened? You guys said hey, we were actually looking for a freaking marriage special, possibly on VH1 or some other network, and it never happened. So when it didn't pan out, people said, oh, well, they broke up. And then, you know, to make things worse, now basically they're calling him a fake baller or a broke Willie, like that old Onyx song was titled Broke Willies. Anyways, here's what Bow Wow had to say about it all on social media. He said, and I quote, "I wish every urban blog stops blogging about me. Your credibility sucks. Your news is worthless, and y'all are the broke asses who sit behind wishing y'all had the lives of celebs. I never been to jail, never got in trouble, and yet they still find stuff to make up and type. What's crazy? It's my own people that make me not fuck with my own kind sometimes. In the real, it ain't everybody, but these urban blogs boss up all y'all. Like, if y'all don't rock with me, don't post me. Or if you post, how about reach out first or post the facts? That don't change the 12 million I made this year. Don't stop my hustle. Don't stop my money. Just go on and just don't speak my name. Handle your job, but keep me in mind. That's Erica, that's Shy, that's everything. Leave it alone. Young brother out here on CBS, held down BET. Y'all don't blog that. Y'all don't congrats nobody. It's all hate. Y'all time coming though. I wish y'all the best." End quote. Okay, Little Bow Wow. First of all, before I say what I have to say to you, Mr. Shad Moss, first of all, congratulations on you hosting 106 in Park. Sorry that the show was off air, but congratulations to you for hosting the show when it actually was on air. But I don't really give a shit about that, because 106 in Park hasn't been shit since 2007 or 2008, something like that. 106 in Park was still good when the beautiful Julissa Bermudez, one of the goddesses of my universe, was hosting the show. When you stepped on the show and those other girls stepped on the show, I mean, it was kind of going downhill by then. But the last best days of 106 in Park are when the beautiful Julissa Bermudez and my guy Big Tigger were hosting the show together. And of course, it was a shit when Free and AJ were up there, you know. And well, I mean, music quality has gone down, so that's part of the reason why it sucked when you were on there. So it's not completely your fault. You were actually a pretty good host. You were good at what you did. So I'm not even going to shade you about that. And I'm definitely going to congratulate you on the fact that you're fucking Erica Mena. Now, if there's ever one thing I've ever given you credit for in your entire career, is fucking Erica Mena. That is the one thing that I've always said, man, Bow Wow, if I ever had to give you a soul clap, it's because you're smashing Erica Mena. Now, a lot of people say she's a quote unquote hoe and all that other stupid shit. Look, I don't believe in slut shaming. I believe in bitch shaming. And hey, even though Erica kind of blocked me on Twitter in 2013, you know, hey, whatever. I'm the blogger from hell. Okay. And I've been cool for the last over 4 minutes of this video, but once it hits the 5-minute mark or so. Anyways, the point is, though, I actually am neutral. Before I get into my little rant, let me say this. I'm not a Bow Wow fan, and I'm not a hater of Bow Wow. I've always given you credit for the things that I felt that I should give you credit for, and I've always negatively critiqued you for the things I thought I should negatively critique you for. As far as Erica goes, I used to tell jokes about Erica, but when she blocked me on Twitter, I said, oh, she must have heard something I said, and I stopped. And the reason why I stopped is because it's a rarity that I take a real liking to a celebrity. And I really like Erica Mena. I think she's cool as hell. I think she's more talented than people give her credit for, and she's easily one of the most gorgeous women that ever existed. Now, with that said, unless Erica does something really fucking dumb in the future, I won't. She's on my no shade list. I have a very short list of people who I don't tell jokes about anymore. She happens to be one of those people. But guess who the fuck isn't on the list? You, Shad Moss. Now, for the record, like I said, I'm not a Bow Wow enemy or hater or whatever. And I'm not a Bow Wow fan. Excuse me, Shad Moss, whatever you're calling yourself. I'd rather call you Bow Wow, because every time I hear the name Shad, I always think about shitting. I always think about taking a shad. Now, I'm about to shit on you because I'm going to have to read you a little bit, Bow Wow. So let's get this straight. You have issues with quote unquote black people, and you use the code word that a racist Caucasian person would use, which is urban. And we all know that urban means quote unquote black. We all know what the fuck it means, Bow Easy. Mr. 106 in Park. We know exactly what that shit means. But let me explain something to you, you little chocolate chimp cookie, Mr. 106 in Park, driven into the ground, Bow Midget. Let me explain something to you, little racist fuck. Now, you might say, well, how could he say that about me? I'm black. Listen, man, you have problems with your people because of some shit you read on a blog. Do you know what they write about the Caucasian people on blogs? It's not like you're followed by paparazzi the way that Caucasian people are. The way they do each other in their fucking media with the flashing the lights in front of their kids' eyes and shit like that. People about to drop their babies. People going crazy, cutting their hair off, attacking paparazzi cars with umbrellas and shit. You know what I mean? But you're so worried about black media or urban media. Don't make me laugh, little Bow Easy. You didn't have any problem with these young, quote, black women buying your albums by the millions. You didn't have any problem with them buying your singles by the millions. You didn't have any problem with these, quote, black women going to watch you in your movies where you're playing some basketball player or whatever and roller skating and shit like that. You didn't have any problem with accepting the millions of dollars off of little black girls, basically. You didn't have any issue with that. But now these little black girls have grown up to be bloggers and vloggers, and now you want to cry on social media if they believe some rumor or alleged rumor about you and what's going on in your life. But let me explain something to you, little Bow Wow. And before I explain it to you, I just want to say this. This is just a random thought. When I saw you get with the Latina woman that you're with, I didn't put one and two together. But now I kind of see what's going on here after you said this. I see what's going on here. But I just figured you got with her because she was bad as fuck and she liked you. But now I see you have issues with black people in urban media. I happen to be in urban media and my skin is brown, just as brown as yours, brother. Okay? You've been a star since you were a child, and you had rhymes ghost written for you by Jermaine Dupri, and people produce your beats, people market your music. Basically, since you had the whole make me a star package, you had all these people to do everything for you, and the only thing you had to basically do was perform. You ended up having T.I. write your music and whatnot. You had all these ghostwriters, producers, all sorts of shit. You had the whole thing behind you to give you a career, to put your art in front of these young, quote, black girls so that they can spend their millions of dollars on making you rich. And if anybody who's been around as long as you should knows for the last 20 years now, were you on the Arsenio Hall show, crip walking or whatever the fuck you were doing? At the end of the day, you of all people should know that negative critiques and people who are so-called haters just comes along with the territory. When I saw the story about you not owning that house, I thought about reblogging it. I thought about making a video and I thought about writing a blog. You know why I didn't? Because I said, I don't know whether or not this is true, and I think I should stay away from this one. I do have some integrity. Now, I may have said a lot of crazy shit in the past about a whole bunch of celebrities. I've thrown people under the fucking bus. I used to do them stupid ass TV show reviews where I used to just fucking rip people to shreds. But I stopped. And the reason why I stopped, because I said, whoa, do you really want to take it this far? Is that what you want to be known for? So that's one of the reasons why when I saw that story about you, Mr. Shad Moss, I stopped myself and said, whoa. But if it's not true, then I don't want to be called out on it later, and I don't want anybody to get mad at me, whether it's your fans or you or whatever. I'm very careful about things that I say nowadays. Me back in 2013, even 2014, I probably would have ran with the story, to tell you the truth. But at the end of the day, it's like this, Bow Wow. What I'm trying to say to you is this. As a blogger, as somebody in so-called urban media, it's our little stories that are helping to keep your career going. I know you, just like I noticed K. Michelle and certain others, have done this whole thing where you get your career started with so-called blacks, so-called urban people, and then you turn around and you shit on us after you become a fucking millionaire, and you're like, oh, well, I got these white people watching me now. I have all these white people that love me. Ooh, I'm on CSI Cyber. Middle America loves Shad Moss, aka Lil Bow Wow. Oh, I'm getting those big checks. I made $12 million this year. Hell, I didn't even release an album. Mr. 106 in Park is back for real. And you're feeling really good about yourself. Guess what, Bow Wow? Those white folks don't give a fuck about you. Overall, they don't. And if anything does happen where you lose that $12 million, Bow Wow, guess what is going to happen? Guess who's going to take you back? Yep, so-called black people, the same people you shitted on. I won't take you back because now I'm starting to become somebody who just doesn't like Shad Moss. Here's the reason why. Because the simple fact that you mentioned money. Rather, it's not just the fact that you mentioned money, the way that you mentioned money. You bragged about how much money you made. If people were blogging about something as stupid and ridiculous as Bow Wow's not really the owner of this place, he's just renting it, and that story gets seen by millions of people, how does that negatively affect your life? It's not like it's gonna ruin anything for you as far as like jobs or anything. It's just people talking shit on the internet. Like I said, I ignored the story because I didn't know whether or not it was true. But the simple fact, look, if it was me, if I was in your shoes, the last thing I'd be worried about is blogs and vlogs on the internet saying that I don't own some property and I'm just a renter. So fucking what? And then you turn it into a black thing? You should know better than that by now as somebody who's still around so-called black people. You're up there with the smack battles, you know, for URL, Ultimate Rap League and whatnot. You're standing around all these quote-unquote black people and you're showing your face and you're sitting up there acting like you have love for people when you harbor some sort of hatred in your heart. It's really disgusting if you ask me, but hey, it's all my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bow Wow is right. Maybe he should flex his little muscles. Maybe he should throw his money in everybody's face and say, ha ha, ninjas, I have more than you. Maybe you're right with what you're doing. Maybe I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and I just need to cut this microphone off. But hey, remember, it's all my opinion. Like they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one and they usually stink. They're usually shitty. But anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Bow Wow, cut the bullshit, man. I don't ever want to hear you talking some stupid shit about urban blogs and black people. Now you don't want to fuck with your own kind and all this other stuff. You're already not fucking with your own kind, aren't you? Or was I not supposed to say that? Anyways, I'm gonna play nice for now. I didn't really rip you new one. I wanted to make a rant of all rants videos like I've done with other people, but I decided to play nice this time. Hopefully I won't hear or see anything that really pissed me off. But anyways, at the end of the day, Bow Wow, cut it out. Don't talk that racist shit, okay? Them white folks don't fuck with you like that. And them Latinos and Latinas definitely don't fuck with you like that. Don't believe me? Go try to get on Telemundo. Give these little black girls their money back since you hate them so much. Meat Magazine.